Right now this morning, the Slenderman attacker was caught late. Huh? Oh, yeah, thanks.
The fragile Israel-Hamas ceasefire tested again over the weekend. What's next for peace in the Middle East? And Thanksgiving dinner doesn't have to break the bank. Some major retailers are slashing prices to get you in the door.
How about some morning fog to start your day with increasing clouds, then late day sprinkles turning into showers by the time we finish out for the afternoon going into your evening commute. More about that in just a moment.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Monday, November 24th, just about 6 a.m. Hope your Monday is off to a good start. A little bit easier on the Mondays after the Packers win. We'll send it over to meteorologist Archer. I don't know, though. They played Minnesota. I know we've got it's a big rivalry. You've got your gold on. I've got my green on.
Okay. All right. It's like that.
Go team.
Go somebody. There we go. We get into it here. As I mentioned before, a little fog is developing crossing the river this morning. We have partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies right now. Clouds will be on the increase as well as the fog as we go through the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hour this morning. Then as we get into the afternoon, how about some showers? Showers turning up, maybe a sprinkle or two, then showers come in around the 4 o'clock hour, and they continue right through your evening commute and really pick up and continue all the way through Tuesday. As we get into Tuesday night, those showers will turn into a mix of rain and snow. That's going to bring in more snow as we get into Wednesday morning around sunrise, and eventually snow is going to last with us all the way through Wednesday night. We'll keep an eye on that. Now, we have the fog, as I mentioned before, continuing to drop visibilities gradually as we go through the morning hours. Then eventually as we get into the morning, the lows are going to be in the 30s and the 40s because of the fog and low cloud activity that we have right now. Giving way, we're supposed to be around 36 to 42 degrees this time of year for highs, 19 to 23 for the lows. We're well ahead of the game today. We'll be milder in the afternoon, as you can see, with 40s on the way. 50s will follow suit as well, those low 50s, giving way to Eau following suit as well, from partly cloudy skies to cloudy skies going into your afternoon. How about this, though? A little bit of rainfall. A mix of rain and snow is already starting to work towards the Twin Cities by Brainerd, going towards the Twin Cities there. We'll keep an eye on that to see how that affects us. Temperatures today, well, we'll see about, say, 48 all the way up to about 53 degrees. When I return, we'll talk about how this all affects us as we go through the day with the rainfall on the way.
Turning now to a story breaking overnight. The woman convicted in the 2014 Slender Man stabbing case is back in custody this morning after cutting off her monitoring bracelet and fleeing a Madison group home, according to police. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is live with those details for us. Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. 23-year-old Morgan Geyser was found in Poston, Illinois after fleeing. And this is approximately 150 miles from where she initially disappeared in Madison. In 2014, Geyser and another 12-year-old girl stabbed a classmate in an attack they said was meant to please a fictional character called Slender Man. The victim survived. Geyser was sentenced to up to 40 years in a psychiatric institution. In March, a judge ordered her released to a group home where she was required to wear a monitoring bracelet. She was also found with an unidentified person. Prosecutors had expressed concerns about Geyser's release to a group home, citing violent communications and other red flags. And the Sun Prairie facility actually declined to have her before she was moved to Madison. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, Seth, more to come there. We'll keep you updated, of course. Turning now to the Middle East. New Israeli airstrikes in Gaza over the weekend are testing that delicate ceasefire with Hamas that is now just over a month old. Sunday, Israel launched an airstrike in Lebanon in the first attack in months on Hezbollah leadership. Bradley Blackburn is tracking it all.
There were familiar scenes of destruction in Gaza over the weekend, with burned out buildings, piles of debris, and the charred remains of a vehicle after new Israeli airstrikes. The Hamas-run health ministry reported at least 24 people were killed and dozens more wounded, including children. A truce means complete ceasefire, this man said, but it can't be like this, with them attacking and us attacking. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu accused Hamas of repeatedly violating the ceasefire agreement and said Israel will continue to act independently in Gaza and Lebanon, where the Israeli military struck Sunday, releasing this footage of an attack they say killed a Hezbollah chief of staff. It is the first strike on the capital city of Beirut in months, targeting the Iranian-backed militant group. On Sunday, a Hezbollah official said the Israeli attack, quote, crosses a new red line. In the Oval Office Friday, President Trump was asked about the situation in the Middle East.
Hezbollah has been a problem in Lebanon, big problem. We're working with Lebanon. We're working with everybody in the Middle East.
Israeli airstrikes in southern Lebanon have increased in recent weeks as the U.S. and Israel pressure the Lebanese government to disarm Hezbollah. Lebanon denies Israeli claims that the group is trying to rebuild its military capability. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
This weekend's attack in Beirut comes less than a week before Pope Leo is scheduled to visit Lebanon as part of his first foreign trip. Today, European leaders will meet to discuss a new peace plan for Ukraine. The White House says talks between U.S. and Ukrainian officials led to an updated peace proposal to end Russia's war. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky may return to Washington this week.
That is a very good deal for Russia. It is a horrible deal for Ukraine, for our allies, and even for our own national security.
Zelensky said Ukraine will work on peace proposals that strengthen, not weaken, his country. Gamers of all types taking over Winona for WinonaCon over the weekend. The region's premier tabletop and sci-fi festival, from board games to live action adventure. People of all ages came out for a wide range of activities.
It becomes a whole different dynamic when you play with other people. Because you get to see how other people play the game. You get to see a lot of different types of games that you might not know. You can go to a game store and say, oh, this looks cool, this looks cool, this looks cool. But until you buy it and bring it home, you can't play it.
The event held special tournaments, seminars, and family-friendly activities. And history and holiday cheer coming alive at the Hickson House over the weekend. Visitors experienced a unique tour that transported them to a festive 1947 holiday party held by post-war dorm girls. Guests walked through the decorated house, following stories of the young women who lived there after World War II, all portrayed by actors.
We all come from someplace else, and this is the history that exists. Plus, this house, 95% of the furnishings and artwork in this house are original to Ellen and Gideon Hickson.
The next set of tours will be December 5th through 7th. And another La Crosse holiday tradition opening later this week. But before the Rotary Lights can light up the park, volunteers are putting in work to get ready. News 8 photographer Duncan News shows us the preparations at Rotary Lights.
Well, we put up this display every year, which takes 5 to 6 weeks to get everything up in Riverside Park. It's our 31st year. Hard to believe, but it's our 31st year, and we're very fortunate to have Riverside Park, and it does lend itself very well to a walk-through or a drive-through. We ask the people to come down, and if you enjoy the show, even though it's free, if you feel good about it, please leave some non-perishable food items or a check behind so we can keep this going.
Watch your step. Could be holes anywhere. How are we doing? Good. Oh, so my 6th year here at Rotary Lights, the 3rd year as path assistant. We're just helping all the volunteers get organized and help them get their job, help them help us in the party. Definitely a community effort, and it's to be surrounded by some of the folks that have been here for 25, 28, 31 years. And if anybody comes by and says you're wrapping them the wrong way, ask them why. And because you're not, they just like to mess with volunteers. The sad part is I fell for it 3 days ago, okay? And I've been here 6 years. It couldn't be done without people.
The Rotary Lights start Friday at 5 in Riverside Park. Admission, as always, is free, but cash and non-perishable food donations are accepted. Time now is 6:08. Still ahead, your paycheck is not keeping up with the cost of living. Activists are boycotting Target, and parents need to check their babies' playpans. We'll tell you why.
This year, stores are promising you can get Thanksgiving dinner on the table for $40. I'm Bradley Blackburn with what that budget buys you and how some ingredient costs are going down.
For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. One of the region's longest running holiday traditions returned to the La Crosse Center this weekend. Shoppers, families, and vendors packed the 61st annual holiday fair. Organizers say the fair continues to grow every year as more families make it a part of their tradition. And as you start to wake up, we will leave you with a quick wake-up call with the view from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. You see a barge here all lit up for the holidays. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is after the break.
Looking for incredible deals on fine jewelry? Head to House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Everything is priced to sell with savings up to 80% off. Diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry. Hurry, selection won't last. Visit House Diamond Jewelers before it's gone.
Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
Drive your story with a new Ram.
Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get your Ram or Jeep now during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn and Laramie. And get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Hurry in because this offer ends December 1st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's early Black Friday deals have arrived, in-store and online while supplies last. Right now, shop early Black Friday-like savings store-wide on the things you need and the brands you love. Like these Rubbermaid food storage sets, just $12.99. 3 gallons of turkey frying oil, $15 off, $44.99. Save $135 on this Milwaukee 3-tool combo kit and 60% off select dog beds, just $9.99. Don't miss early Black Friday deals in-store and online only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Together, we're stronger.
Western works side by side with local employers to provide career-ready skills.
Together, we make a difference.
Western's 90-plus programs go hand in hand with today's job market.
Together, we're vital for our communities.
Our region's exceptional industries rely on Western grads. We're all in this together.
Together,
we are Western.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Looking for incredible deals on fine jewelry? Head to House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Everything is priced to sell with savings up to 80% off. Diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry. Hurry, selection won't last. Visit House Diamond Jewelers before it's gone.
Welcome back. Scammers are getting smarter and artificial intelligence is helping them do it. Experts say criminals are now using AI to clone voices, create entire fake businesses, and craft convincing emails. Statistics show 1 in 10 adults globally has already fallen victim to an AI voice scam.
The more sinister ones are where they're actually pretending to be somebody that you know. And so somehow they get a name of a loved one or an address and contact people to say they need money, they're in jail, they need a loan.
Tonight at 6, we'll have more on how scammers are stealing your voice from social media and what you can do to protect yourself. And your paycheck not keeping up with the cost of living. Probably don't have to tell you that. Inflation-adjusted hourly earnings were flat for the second straight month in September. The annual rate of gain is 0.8%, the slowest pace since mid-2024. Activists in Minneapolis are renewing calls for a boycott of Target over the company's decision to change its DEI policies. The timing is striking. Target is facing declining sales and stock value just as holiday shopping season gets underway. The Consumer Product Safety Commission is recalling these playpens sold on Amazon under the name Anna Queen. They say infants can become trapped under the mattress, risking serious injury or suffocation. So far, no injuries have been reported. And in these final shopping days for the big feast, according to Wells Fargo, there's some relief in the cost for this year's meal as stores step up. CBS's Bradley Blackburn checks out the deals.
At this Stop and Shop in Clifton, New Jersey, shoppers are planning their Thanksgiving menu.
All the carbs, so stuffing, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. That's a newer one.
I'm the guest, yeah. I bring the wine.
Of course, the turkey.
Gotta have the turkey.
Yeah, that's the best part.
This year, the store is offering a way to get that spread of holiday favorites on the table for $40.
All of this for $40. You got the turkey, and you've got all the different colored sides, and of course the dessert with a pumpkin pie.
Other retailers, including Walmart and Aldi, have similar offerings, all to draw in price-conscious customers. Stop & Shop External Communications Manager Daniel Wolk.
We're able to work with our merchandisers to lower these prices and make sure that if we combine them correctly, if we use our own brand Stop & Shop items, which are just as good as other brands, that we can make this possible.
According to Wells Fargo, most families will spend more. The average cost of ingredients to feed 10 people totals $80 if you buy store brand products. A Wells Fargo analysis found the average cost of this year's Thanksgiving meal is down about 2 to 3%, largely because inflation-sensitive items like beef and eggs aren't on the menu. Savings also depend on your shopping strategy.
We're seeing more pressure on the national brands because the store brands are getting so good and so popular. You want to make sure you get the best value by checking out all those factors.
Stuffing, prepared gravy mix, and fresh cranberries have all dipped between 3 and 4%. And as for the price of the Big Bird, down 3.7%.
Most turkeys, more than 50% of the turkeys in Thanksgiving get sold on a promotion to get you into the store.
All ways to get the most bang for your buck this Thanksgiving. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Clifton, New Jersey.
And your beverage budget might need some careful consideration. Wells Fargo found beer is up, wine is flat and has multiple price points, of course. They say your best bet for soft drinks is get the 2-liter bottles. That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett now. He's got an update on our forecast.
All right, or you can just drink water.
Yeah.
Get into the forecast here. We're taking a look here as we get right into it. You're looking at some rain and snow mix trying to get in between Brainerd as well as portions of Twin Cities right now in between there. We'll keep an eye on that to see how far that goes. It looks like it's tracking from west to east across the region. Eventually it'll try to get towards Rusk County. Right now though, clouds will increase as we go through the morning hours. And taking a look here at this area of low pressure with associated storm activity all the way down to the south there. That continues to work its way down into areas by Oklahoma as well as portions of Texas, going right back into areas by Arkansas, and then continuing on all the way out to Kentucky, of course, and all the way into the Midwest, and then brushing into the east. We'll keep an eye on that because that has severe potential weather down to our south. We'll hold on to the zones getting into at least cloudier skies to mostly cloudy skies today. You see that by Middle Ridge and mostly cloudy skies at 49. Shelby at cloudy skies with, of course, 52 degrees, holding on to the possibility of showers in the forecast. Down to the south, we get into 51 for Prairie du Chien. Then back up to La Crescent, you're looking at cloudier skies there, holding on to the possibility of more showers to continue on all the way to La Crosse. 52 degrees for you, continuing with cloudy skies all the way up to Osseo, holding on to more of that 50-degree heat there, still with, of course, the cloudy skies. Going back to Eau Claire, where you have mostly cloudy skies, giving way to mostly cloudy skies up there by Ladysmith as well. Some locations like Cornell as well as Bloomer aren't holding on to any moisture at all, but you're seeing to the east plenty of moisture out there as well expected. We'll get into how this all shapes up as we go right through the 3 o'clock hour. Showers as we go through the mid-afternoon, going into some light, I'll just call it light sprinkles, turning to showers by the 3 o'clock hour, 3:30 hour. And then that picks up with light to moderate showers crossing the region and then going all the way up to areas by Black River Falls, Eau Claire as we get into the 9 o'clock hour. So through your evening commute, you're going to have shower activity working in the area. Now you can see that small band of showers that continue on. Well, we see that continue to thin out a little bit as we get into the 2 o'clock hour and the morning hours going into your Tuesday morning. Then eventually that continues to break down and hold on to maybe a light sprinkle to a shower or two as we get into the early morning by sunrise for tomorrow. Then we see more showers trying to come back again, but they are light going into the 11 o'clock hour as we go right in from areas right by Decorah, going to La Crosse again, back up to Black River Falls, and then out to areas by Green Bay. We'll keep an eye on that with light to moderate showers coming back again by the 3 o'clock hour. Rain and snow mix now moving into Minnesota. That's working its way all the way into the northern tier of the state as well. We get the light to moderate showers going towards Ladysmith, and then more showers for Eau Claire. You can see Red Wing also in that as well. Then that breaks down gradually by 7 o'clock as we get in the PM hours for the evening commute. You're seeing lighter rainfall down to the south, but you're seeing rainfall up by Eau Claire as well as Ladysmith, and then Black River Falls. You're in that. Sparta, you're in that too. Winona holding on to La Crosse, maybe a light sprinkle or two. But once we go all the way into the 9 o'clock hour, rainfall, I should say, so rain turns into snow, a rain-snow mix working across the river and gradually getting into our area. By the time we get the sunrise on Wednesday, we are in the showers. Rainfall potential as we go through the next few days, my friends, Monday to Tuesday. Thursday, we're looking at about an inch or less in the forecast. Holding on to snow amounts, we're looking at maybe 4 to 8 inches up by Ladysmith, 2 to 4 inches as you get into Eau Claire, and then about an inch or two once you get into areas by Black River Falls. Where La Crosse is about an inch or less in the forecast. I might even say as you get into it, maybe up to about a 1/4 of an inch or less in the forecast there. Because if we get into it Wednesday, snowfall starts to come back to La Crosse, then it breaks out, but the lighter snow is still here, but the heavier snow kicks out. We go all the way through Thursday, we're dry. We go into Friday afternoon, still dry. Going into Saturday in the overnight hours from midnight all the way Friday going into Saturday, we've got rainfall, I should say snowfall potential. That continues on the southern portion of the region here, and it continues to track across the region out to the east, and eventually more snow comes in for Sunday and continues on all the way into the forecast. Let's take a quick look as we go right into how this all shapes up. You'll see drier conditions for your Thanksgiving and Friday, and more snow coming back in the forecast as we go through Saturday all the way into next week.
Thank you. Our new research shows the HPV vaccine cuts cervical cancer risk by up to 80%. We'll tell you more of what's behind it. And a physical therapist weighing in on whether you should wear a weighted vest while working out.
Coming up in the Blitz, the Packers looking to snap a recent skid at home against the Vikings. We've got a full report from the game coming up after this.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. West Mex meals start at just $5, only at Taco John's.
Things are moving fast here on Highway 61, where we're updating our facilities to become the new Sugarloaf Automotive, still with the same great sales and service team, along with great deals. A new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited up to $9,000 off MSRP during the Black Friday sales event. Or a new Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab up to $15,000 off and 3.9% for 72 months. Come see us today on the sunny side of Highway 61, Winona.
Honey, we need to get the new shower before the holidays.
Yeah, we need to get the dishwasher too.
Wait, did you see this?
We gotta go.
Now's the time to tackle those big projects. It's your last chance. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Don't wait to renovate. Finish your projects with help from Menards before it's too late.
And we got an 11% rebate too.
Be a part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing, Friday, December 5th at the Onalaska Festival Foods.
All donations go towards our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army, organizations serving our community.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new or unused toys, or make a cash donation. All those donations stay to help those right here in our community.
You are what makes this event great, and we'll see you Friday, December 5th for the Joy of Sharing.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Everything here, except the words written, was made with AI. The video, the music, even my voice. AI scammers are targeting you, and they're doing it through your phone. Tonight at 6 on News 8, how to avoid getting AI scammed.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, as of late, the Vikings have had the Packers' number in Green Bay, winning the last 2 games, but meeting number 128 all-time was a little different yesterday. Our own Kate Overton was at Lambeau and has a report from the border battle.
A big one here at Lambeau Field today. The Packers in action for their first of 3 straight divisional games, taking on the Minnesota Vikings, who are trying to hold on to their playoff hopes. Josh Jacobs ruled out prior to the game, but it didn't matter because the offense was humming. Emmanuel Wilson got the start at running back, and he made the most of it. A season-high 28 carries for 107 yards, scoring 2 touchdowns.
To me, I've been doing it all my life, so the achievement is great, but it's on to the next.
He's the guy that we got confidence in, and
for him to be able to find out that as well, that Joshua would be going, I think, mentally he was preparing all week to be the guy, and then to find out and come out here and, have over 100 yards and break off some of the runs he did was pretty cool.
The Packers' leading tackler on the year, Quay Walker, not playing in the game, but the defense still had their moments, picking up 5 sacks and had J.J. McCarthy on his toes all game long, forcing him to throw 2 interceptions.
We were just making them uncomfortable. We were disguising things. I felt like the quarterback was kind of antsy back there a little bit, and we were getting after him too, making him super uncomfortable.
I thought it was a dominant defensive performance, which allowed us to play the way we played.
Even the special teams got involved as a huge muff punt recovered by Green Bay led to a touchdown right after halftime. That helped lead the green and gold to a win.
Saw the ball was bouncing around him, and so I tried grabbing him and throwing him into the ball, and it hit him, and so I jumped on it and hung on to it in the pile and came out with it.
So that will do it here from Lambeau Field. The Packers now with a quick turnaround as they'll be hitting the road for a Thanksgiving Day matchup against the Detroit Lions. Reporting from Green Bay, Kate Overton, News 8 Sports.
That should be a good one on Thursday. All right, that'll do it for your Monday morning edition of the News 8 Blitz. Hope you'll join us back here later tonight.
This Wednesday, Black Friday deals start early at Ashley. From 10 a.m. to midnight, take 30% off your entire purchase or get 0% interest for 60 months with no money down. Plus, free white glove delivery. Shop Black Friday early this Wednesday only at Ashley.
Should you or your loved ones suffer from an emergency or urgent medical condition, rest assured that Toma Health Emergency Services is ready to take care of you.
We take care of strokes, chest pains, any major injuries. We're open 24/7 and we're here 365 days a year. In my 15 years here at Toma Health, my thing that I enjoy the most is positively impacting care for our patients.
Learn more about emergency and urgent care services at tomahealth.org.
It's good to know your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is always there. For generations, we've powered the growth of our community. Today, our commitment is stronger than ever to provide affordable energy you can depend on and keep you connected to what matters most, now and for generations to come. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Looking for the best Black Friday deals? Fleet Farm's got them. Doors open at 5 a.m. Friday with a free plush moose for the first 500 shoppers. Then save 30% on all in-store footwear. Get a $20 gift card when you buy $100 in Carhartt gear. And all passenger tires are buy 3, get 1 free with rebates of up to $100 on select brands. And if you just can't wait, shop early Black Friday starting Wednesday at 8 p.m. only at fleetfarm.com.
This is the last bag of chips.
I'd fight my own grandmother for just one.
Hey, it's chips and soda.
I'll go tell coffee and donuts.
Love Arby's famous roast beef? Love hickory barbecue sauce? Love 2 for $6 deals? Meet the RBQ. It loves to be loved. Arby's, we have the meat.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Ashley's Black Friday is finally here. For one day only, shop this doorbuster sofa, now just $2.99. Or take 30% off your entire purchase. Plus, free white glove delivery. Doors are open from 7 a.m. to midnight. Don't miss Black Friday at Ashley.
Right now this morning, the Slenderman attacker was caught late last night at about 10:30 p.m. More info on the case up next.
Fragile Israel-Hamas ceasefire tested again over the weekend. What's next for peace in the Middle East? And how to score the hottest holiday toys without breaking the bank when Blaine's Farm and Fleet stops by for Mindful Monday.
We start out with morning fog giving way to increasing clouds and showers turning into, again, all the way into your evening commute. We'll talk about that when I return in just a moment.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Monday, November 24th. It is just about 6:30 a.m. Monday has found us again. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's tracking the forecast for us. You got some good news for us on this Monday or no?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Happy
do
to
that.
see you
Yeah,
then.
it's just dry until we get into the late day. So you can get out and enjoy that, do some shopping, maybe hang out with some friends, of course. And then you're going to see today, fog comes in the early morning. Late day, increasing clouds, getting to cloudier skies. By the mid-afternoon, you're seeing some sprinkles. And then by 3 o'clock, going all the way into your evening commute, you're looking at showers popping into the forecast. Then those showers will last all the way into tonight and into Tuesday. As we go all the way through Tuesday night, those showers will turn into a mix of rain and snow. And that huge area of low pressure is going to push that snow right back into us as we go into Wednesday morning, just around the sunrise time, and we keep that snow all the way into the evening hours. We'll hold on to visibility. As you can see, fog and low cloud activity this morning. It's going to drop the visibility down, so we're talking about patchy to dense fog. Lows this morning, pretty much from 28 all the way up to about, say, 41 degrees right now, so pretty comfortable for everybody. This is what we're normally are at average for highs as well as the lows in the blue, 19 to 23, so we're ahead of the game this morning. Giving way to at least mostly cloudy skies, increasing clouds as we go through the morning hours and into the afternoon, with showers coming in around the 1 o'clock, maybe in the form of sprinkles, to showers carrying over to Eau Claire to follow suit as well. When I come back, I'll have a better overview of how this all shapes up for your day, so please stick around.
Breaking overnight, the woman convicted in the 2014 Slender Man stabbing case is back in custody this morning after cutting off her monitoring bracelet and fleeing a Madison group home, according to police. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is live with the latest for us. Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. 23-year-old Morgan Geyser was found at approximately 10:30 p.m. last night in Poston, Illinois. That's around 150 miles away from where she initially disappeared in Madison. In 2014, Geyser and another 12-year-old girl stabbed a classmate in an attack they said was meant to please a fictional character called the Slender Man. The victim survived. Geyser was sentenced to up to 40 years in a psychiatric institution. In March, a judge ordered her release to a group home where she was required to wear a monitoring bracelet. She was also found with an unidentified person. Prosecutors have expressed concerns about Geyser's release to a group home, citing violent communication and other red flags. And a Sun Prairie facility even declined to have her before she was moved to Madison. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, Seth, thank you for that update. We'll keep following that story. And overseas, new Israeli airstrikes in Gaza over the weekend are testing a delicate ceasefire with Hamas that is now a little more than a month old. Sunday, Israel launched an airstrike in Lebanon in the first attack in months on Hezbollah leadership. Bradley Blackburn reports.
There were familiar scenes of destruction in Gaza over the weekend, with burned out buildings, piles of debris, and the charred remains of a vehicle after new Israeli airstrikes. The Hamas-run health ministry reported at least 24 people were killed and dozens more wounded, including children. A truce means complete ceasefire, this man said, but it can't be like this, with them attacking and us attacking. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu accused Hamas of repeatedly violating the ceasefire agreement and said Israel will continue to act independently in Gaza and Lebanon, where the Israeli military struck Sunday, releasing this footage of an attack they say killed a Hezbollah chief of staff. It is the first strike on the capital city of Beirut in months, targeting the Iranian-backed militant group. On Sunday, a Hezbollah official said the Israeli attack, quote, crosses a new red line. In the Oval Office Friday, President Trump was asked about the situation in the Middle East.
Hezbollah has been a problem in Lebanon, big problem. We're working with Lebanon. We're working with everybody in the Middle East.
Israeli airstrikes in southern Lebanon have increased in recent weeks as the U.S. and Israel pressure the Lebanese government to disarm Hezbollah. Lebanon denies Israeli claims that the group is trying to rebuild its military capability. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
This weekend's attack in Beirut comes less than a week before Pope Leo is scheduled to visit Lebanon as part of his first foreign trip. Today, European leaders are meeting to discuss a new peace plan for Ukraine. The White House says talks between U.S. and Ukrainian officials in Geneva over the weekend led to an updated peace proposal to end Russia's war. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky may return to Washington this week, facing a Thanksgiving deadline from President Trump.
That is a very good deal for Russia. It is a horrible deal for Ukraine, for our allies, and even for our own national security.
Zelensky said Ukraine will work on peace proposals that strengthen, not weaken, his country. Gamers of all types took over Winona this weekend for WinonaCon, the region's premier tabletop and sci-fi festival. From board games to live action adventure, people of all ages came for a wide range of activities.
It becomes a whole different dynamic when you play with other people. Because you get to see how other people play the game. You get to see a lot of different types of games that you might not know. You can go to a game store and say, oh, this looks cool, this looks cool, this looks cool. But until you buy it and bring it home, you can't play it.
The event held special tournaments, seminars, and family-friendly activities. History and holiday cheer coming alive at the Hickson House over the weekend. Visitors experienced a unique tour that transported them to a festive 1947 holiday party held by post-war dorm girls. Guests walked through the decorated house, following stories of the young women who lived there after World War II.
We all come from someplace else, and this is the history that exists. Plus this house, 95% of the furnishings and artwork in this house are original to Ellen and Gideon Hickson.
And the next set of tours will be December 5th through 7th. Another lacrosse holiday tradition starts this week, but before the Rotary lights light up Riverside Park, volunteers are busy putting in the work to get everything ready. As News 8 photographer Duncan Noose shows us what it takes to bring the tradition to life.
Well, we put up this display every year, which takes 5 to 6 weeks to get everything up in Riverside Park. It's our 31st year. Hard to believe, but it's our 31st year, and we're very fortunate to have Riverside Park, and it does lend itself very well to a walk-through or a drive-through. We ask the people to come down, and if you enjoy the show, even though it's free, if you feel good about it, please leave some non-perishable food items or a check behind so we can keep this going.
Watch your step. Could be holes anywhere. How we doing? Good. Oh, this is my 6th year here at Rotary Lights, the 3rd year as path assistant. We're just helping all the volunteers get organized and help them get their job, help them help us in the party. Definitely a community effort, and it's to be surrounded by some of the folks that have been here for 25, 28, 31 years. And if anybody comes by and says you're wrapping them the wrong way, ask them why. Because you're not. They just like to mess with volunteers. The sad part is I fell for it 3 days ago, okay? And I've been here 6 years. It couldn't be done without people.
The Rotary Lights start Friday at 5 in Riverside Park. Admission is free, but as always, cash and non-perishable food donations are accepted. In our medical news today, new research shows the HPV vaccine works. 2 new reviews found girls who get the shot before age 16 are 80% less likely to develop cervical cancer. Side effects were minor, mostly just a sore arm. It is a popular trend. Fitness enthusiasts are turning toward weighted vests as a way to enhance their exercise. But an expert says carrying too much weight could lead you to be injured. Mandy Gaither reports.
It's a way to step up your workouts. Weighted vests make the body work a little harder so it can burn more calories. But should you wear one?
I would say certainly, yeah, why not?
Physical therapist Chris Kolba with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center says that weighted vests can help you reach fitness goals, but he says you do need to be careful. Piling on heavy weights too quickly can lead to problems.
It's much better to start out with smaller weights, shorter distances if you're talking about walking with a weighted vest, and build up your tolerance.
Before turning to the vest, Kolba suggests doing some core strengthening and general exercise using body weight. He says that can help build a foundation for added weights.
And the stronger your core is, the better you're going to tolerate that extra load.
After that, Kolba says not to start out with a vest that exceeds 5 to 10% of your body weight, depending on your size. Instead, he says to add to the challenge by increasing the speed or distance of the walk or run. Adding hills and flat land for intervals can also help.
Don't get too aggressive, don't get too overexcited, and don't progress your weight too fast.
The physical therapist says listen to your body. If you start to feel pain, reduce the weight of your vest and use it less often, or shorten the distance you're going. And if the pain persists, see a doctor. Coming up, the toys every kid wants on their holiday wish list. We'll have more just ahead on Mindful Monday.
Don't wait for better water. With Maxwell White Water Conditioning, you get water you will feel good about with every sit, every bath, every day. And easy financing to make it happen now. Call today and start enjoying better water tomorrow.
Drive your story with a new Ram.
Take your next adventure in a new Jeep from Pischke Motors.
Get your Ram or Jeep now during the Wrap Up the Year sales event. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn and Laramie. And get 0% APR for 60 months on a 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Hurry in because this offer ends December 1st. Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
At Bethany St. Joseph, we understand that home is more than just a place, it's a feeling. That's why our team works to provide trusted support and an uplifting environment. In our assisted living communities, you'll find neighbors who become friends and days that inspire life, hope, and healing. Discover the warmth and support that make Bethany St. Joseph communities more than just a place to live. They are a place to thrive. We look forward to meeting you.
Honey, we need to get the new shower before the holidays.
Yeah, we need to get the dishwasher too.
Wait, did you see this?
We gotta go.
Now's the time to tackle those big projects. It's your last chance. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Don't wait to renovate. Finish your projects with help from Menards before it's too late.
And we got an 11% rebate too.
Save big money at Menards.
I lost my son to an accidental drug overdose. This is why we created the George Ford Recovery Foundation to champion drug use awareness, funding, and solutions so we don't lose any more kids. You know, there's an effective, simple solution. Narcan kits help save lives in seconds. They're required in schools in many states, but sadly, not in Wisconsin. To save a child's life, please sign a petition at NarcanForSchools.com.
Be a part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing, Friday, December 5th at the Onalaska Festival Foods.
All donations go towards our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army, organizations serving our community.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new or unused toys, or make a cash donation. All those donations stay to help those right here in our community.
You are what makes this event great, and we'll see you Friday, December 5th for the Joy of Sharing.
Maxwell White wants you to love your water. Preventative maintenance helps to keep the love going. Maxwell White can get your equipment running right so it can last longer and save you money. Call Maxwell White today. Water conditioning done right.
All right, well, good morning. Let's get into the forecast to show you what's happening. First, we start out with patchy fog coming in from the west. That continues to push in. Eventually, we'll start to see that go all the way through the mid-morning hours. And in fact, we're also looking at some mix of rain and snow coming in, as you can see up along Bismarck, working towards the Twin Cities to Brainerd, and then going towards the Twin Cities. We'll keep an eye on that to see if that's going to affect us at all. That area of low pressure that I just showed you also getting into areas right by Kansas, working again, this area of low pressure that extends all the way down to Texas, and that's going to usher in more rainfall coming in for us on Tuesday. Until then, right now, we're holding on to cloudy skies, giving way to at least some mostly cloudy skies as well, with rainfall in the forecast. You see that all the way down to areas by Prairie du Chien, extending out to the east as well by Richland Center. Showers again coming back again as we go through the late day and into the afternoon to the evening hours to finish out. We'll hold on to the central zone here, holding on to La Crosse, 52 degrees on cloudier skies for your forecast. Up to Osseo, similar conditions as well. We'll go into Eau Claire with mostly cloudy skies, drier conditions for areas right by Bloomer as well as Cornell, but you get up to Ladysmith, you're looking at dry conditions now showing up again in this forecast, but you get into Thorpe as well as portions of Loyal. Showers still holding on there, and Neilsville also 50 degrees holding on there with some showers. We'll go right into it by the 4 o'clock hour. We're in showers holding on to that as well. So call it about 3:30 or so to 4 o'clock. Showers start to pick up. We'll go from light showers all the way into the evening commute. By 7 o'clock, we're looking at light to moderate showers. That continues on all the way to 9 o'clock hour, thinning out a bit by Winona here, giving into at least holding on to showers all the way to Black River Falls and possibly Eau Claire. You'll see more of that coming back again as we go into the 6 o'clock hour in the morning for Tuesday. Lighter showers with sprinkles to showers by La Crosse crossing the river, then eventually coming back again by the 11 o'clock hour in the morning. You notice up to the north, a mix of rain and snow is already happening up there by Minnesota, and then continuing on with rainfall all the way down towards the Minneapolis area eventually as we get right back into about the 3 o'clock hour. That continues on with more showers up along the northern tier of the state. We'll hold on to light to moderate showers getting by Eau Claire as well as Ladysmith. Ladysmith picks that up by the 5 o'clock hour. Down to the south, though, as you get into the central zone, you're holding on to some showers working from Rochester all the way to La Crosse and Sparta and Black River Falls and Holmen in that as well. They'll pick up even more so once we get in the 6 o'clock hour for your evening commute, light to moderate showers. West Salem also in that as well, but you take a look now, more of that snow is now working down through the Twin Cities, a mix of rain and snow all the way to Mankato, trying to work across the river, and as it does, eventually by the time we get in the midnight hour, showers try to cross areas right by Winona going to, again, La Crosse with a mix of rain and snow. We'll take it all the way into 6 o'clock in the morning for your Wednesday, and then more showers start to pop into the forecast, continuing on all the way through the day for Wednesday, and continuing on all the way into the nighttime possibly. We'll hold on to about 1.5 inches up there by Ladysmith for rainfall. Down to the south, La Crosse, maybe 3/4 of an inch or so. Eau Claire have 1 inch or less in the forecast, and down to the south, 1/4 of an inch or less. Snow, on the other hand, is going to be maybe about 1/4 of an inch. I should say, well, we'll call it maybe about 1 inch and 3/4 or so or less in the forecast as we go through the next couple of days. Holding on to highs for Tuesday, 40s and some 50s mixed in, those low 50s, so still moderate, I should say milder. Holding on to Wednesday's highs, 28 all the way to at least 32 degrees as we go right through it, holding on much colder conditions as we carry over all the way for Wednesday. You can see that snow and rainfall kicking into the forecast, kicking out by the time we get in the 5 o'clock hour. More of that drier conditions for Thursday as well as Friday, and then more snow comes back in for Friday night going into your Saturday. We'll hold on to how this all shapes up for the next few days, my friends, holding on to conditions to be milder going in for the next couple of days. Wednesday, you've got colder conditions in the 30s, similar conditions for Thursday as well, but dry conditions all the way into Friday. More snow coming back for Saturday.
If you're wondering if you can see me, what the kids in your life are wishing for this holiday season, it's all of this. This segment is for you. Blaine's Farm Fleet is transforming into a toy wonderland with the return of the annual Toyland event, and we are joined with a sneak peek at this year's top picks by Chris from Blaine's Farm Fleet. Welcome, Chris. Good morning. Great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for the invite.
Yes, so tell us a little bit. So Toyland is a nearly 70-year tradition now in the Midwest. Tell us a little bit about the history and what the event is all about.
Well, Blaine's Farm and Fleet every year transforms the middle of our stores, all 45 stores, into a Toyland wonderland with deals and the hottest toys of the season. So we look forward to it every year. I know our customers look forward to it every year, and we really try to hand pick what is in our aisles and really available for everyone.
Okay, and you've brought some of that selection, some of the hottest toys of the year. What should be on our list?
Well, I would say the number one is looking at the age of your child, but then also really looking at the imaginative play that each toy is really focusing on.
Yeah.
I really always kind of come back to even like Melissa and Doug, really great brand. Melissa and Doug, this is their grill play set. It's simulating that you're actually grilling, and there's a color reveal with it. So the bacon looks raw until you add some water, and then it's nice.
Yeah, I love that. Melissa and Doug has such great toys, and they can play with them for so long too.
Right.
Love that. Lots of different scenarios and even age groups.
I mean, and that's part of getting your friends and family together. Really, kind of everyone has that combined love for these toys. The brands are holding true for decades, really.
Yes, yeah, for sure. And then a popular one here is this record player, right? You kind of showed me how to do it. Pick it up a little bit.
It's a take on the old rockin'.
There it goes. So cute. Yeah, so it looks like an old school record player. It just has some high-tech innovations for today's kid, right?
Right. I mean, the Fisher-Price record player goes back again 50, 60 years, and what they've done is taken that modern tech rolled it into this newer toy and said, you know, we've got 5 albums. Each album focuses on like mindfulness, rock and roll,
Oh, wow.
and really just sort of these learning styles. So each child can kind of get some more play out of it.
Okay, and some classics. I think we heard Old MacDonald
Yes,
there
of course.
before the show.
You got to
so
keep that in there.
That's great, yeah. High tech is definitely a theme in here. Any other, you know, trends or things you're seeing kind of emerge in the toys?
You know, I'm really seeing a lot of that throwback to the classics.
Yeah.
But also staying true to the hot brand. So like Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the Hot Wheels Dragon play set. This thing, okay, so what it really is just 2 dragons that separate and fly around and shoot Hot Wheels out through their fire, you know, imaginative fire. And the playset turns into a 2-foot long launcher that you can connect to your other Hot Wheels sets.
Wow, okay.
So it's like, okay, you got dragons and cars and Hot Wheels in your other playset. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, kind of combining it all. Comes in a big box, always looks so great under the tree. And then we've got Miss Rachel back here too. We've got a lot of the classics. She's, you know, now a new age classic. So for parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles picking out a gift, it can be hard to do. How can we pick out a good gift?
I would say that the best toy out there is what you can collaboratively play with. And you know, everyone gets a kick out of seeing that excitement from any child, but when you're in there with them and you're playing with them, that's why a lot of these toys that I brought and that are really the hot toys of the season are interactive, and they really reach to different age levels, including grandparents.
Okay, yeah, the whole family can have fun. And then before we go, ahead of Black Friday, any deals or events or anything shoppers at Blaine's Farm and Fleet should know about?
Yeah, we're still running our Win Your Wish List contest, which runs until December 3rd. You just go on our app or online, build a wish list that you would like to have, and we pull a $1,000 gift card winner in December. So you've got enough time right before the holidays. Another little shout out is we do Kids Helping Kids in every store. What Kids Helping Kids is, we gather unwrapped new toys. You can buy them at the store and donate them. And then what we do at the end of the season is each store has designated a local charity and Toys for Tots, where we donate those toys and then we match up to $250,000 of toys.
Okay, great. And then we know you've got Santa coming to the store as well.
Santa is coming to every location. So we have 45 locations. Santa will be there on December 6th from 11 to 2. There's no pre-registration, but Santa will have his own little Blaine's touch. But we'll have a little photo booth area, and then you can also register to win a $500 gift card that we're going to have at the stores.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chris. You can just walk out. I'll just take this with me. Thank you for being here. Sounds great. Stay with us. We're back right after this.
Looking for incredible deals on fine jewelry? Head to House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Everything is priced to sell with savings up to 80% off. Diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry. Hurry, selection won't last. Visit House Diamond Jewelers before it's gone.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination. Because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms, we have kitchens, we have bathrooms, we have flooring, we have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
Beef dreams to be slow roasted by Arby's, tossed in hickory barbecue sauce, and sold 2 for $6. Who are you to deny dreams? Arby's, we have the meat.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Blain's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday sale starts this Friday at 6 a.m. Now's your chance to save up to 50% or more on Friday-only super deals store-wide while supplies last. Like over 60% off this cat tunnel, $14.99. Half off this 7-quart slow cooker, $24.99. Get our Black Friday price on assorted Real Truck bed covers, $120 off after rebate, and half-price AgriMaster horse treats, $3.50 each. Don't miss your chance to save up to 50% or more during Blain's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday sale, starting at 6 a.m.
Looking for incredible deals on fine jewelry? Head to House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Everything is priced to sell with savings up to 80% off. Diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry. Hurry, selection won't last. Visit House Diamond Jewelers before it's gone.
Everything here, except the words written, was made with AI. The video, the music, even my voice. AI scammers are targeting you, and they're doing it through your phone. Tonight at 6 on News 8, how to avoid getting AI scammed.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A local artist completed the Waukesha Christmas Parade Memorial and will lead this year's parade as Grand Marshal. Carmen de la Paz unveiled the Holding Love sculpture, the final piece of the memorial honoring the 6 victims of the 2021 attack. De la Paz spent more than 2 years on the project, creating thousands of tiles with the community.
The woman convicted in the 2014 Slenderman stabbing is back in custody. Now that's after she cut off her monitoring bracelet. 23-year-old Morgan Geyser was found around 10:30 p.m. last night in Illinois. In 2014, Geyser and another 12-year-old girl stabbed a classmate in an attack they said was meant to please a fictional character called Slenderman. The victim survived. In March, a judge ordered her released to a group home where she was required to wear a monitoring bracelet. Prosecutors had expressed concerns about Geyser's release to a group home, citing violent communication and other red flags. A Sun Prairie facility even declined to take her before she was placed in Madison. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Today, European leaders are meeting to discuss a new peace plan for Ukraine. The White House says talks between U.S. and Ukrainian officials led to an updated peace proposal to end Russia's war. President Trump setting a Thanksgiving deadline for Ukraine's response.
As we finish out this morning with fog and local activity, increasing clouds, we have mid-afternoon sprinkles turning into showers to finish out, going from late day into the evening commute and beyond, all the way through Tuesday with an 80% chance. That 80% chance continues into the overnight, going into a mix of rain and snow. We're into Wednesday, where that goes all the way into sunrise. By Wednesday, you're looking at more snow that lasts all the way into the evening hours and night. Then dry on Thanksgiving, dry on Friday, more snow returns and get into Saturday and continues on through Monday.
A shower is a sprinkle. I like that.
A sprinkle.
A new term. I love it. Thank you, Art. Thanks for waking up with us today. Coming up at noon, the latest on the Slenderman attacker who is back in custody, what we're learning when we see you back here.